Hello everyone, this video is going to be about reloading. I promised on my Facebook page that we would do a video on reloading. This will take you through what you got to have, the different steps that you go through. I do want to give a warning though that reloading is dangerous. You can get severely hurt, possibly could get killed. So if you're thinking about reloading, make sure you study up on it and you know what you're getting into, because you're dealing with explosives, you're dealing with gunpowder, you're dealing with primers, and all this can have some serious consequences if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know what your measurements are. So you've got to be very careful. We hold no responsibility for anyone who tries to reload. This is just some tips, some things I do. We take no responsibility for this. Just wanted to make that clear before the video gets started, and that everyone understands this is my reloading, my techniques. I'm not telling you what to use, what gunpowder to use, what primers to use. These are things that I use. So, you know, just enjoy the video, and hopefully you may learn some tips from watching what I've done. I'm not an expert in no way. I'm an amateur reloader. I've done some reading, asked some questions from fellow reloaders. So, in no way am I suggesting you go out and start reloading or suggesting anything in this video. Down to the last three here. This is the last one. And again, it expands the neck of the casing enough for the bullet to set on it without falling off when it goes up in the press. So, got all that done. I'm putting my primers away. I keep them separate from where I keep my powder stored. And here is 50 rounds of brass, primed, cleaned, trimmed, dechamfered, ready to put powder in it, put bullets in it. I'm going to use my powder measure here again. This is how it works. This is the micrometer. Now I tried to adjust it to 0.82 cubic centimeters, and I'm going to see, use my digital scales. I'm not going to use the bar scale. Use digital scales and see if that measurement comes out to the right grain of powder. Should be, according to the book, roughly 7.5 grains of powder. So I'll check it out here and we'll get right back to it. Now the powder I'm using for this is Alliant powder, unique smokeless. This is for pistols. And what I'm going to do is I've got my film canister that I use. Now I'm going to go up here to the powder dispenser. Like I said, I'm going to open this up, give it a shake. Now, this is flake powder, it's not like the other powder I used. Now, that's not much powder you see in there. So we'll turn the scale on. Let it zero. Put the pan on. There. That's showing right at 5.8 grains of powder. The book calls for 230 grain using unique. You don't want to use no more than 5 grains of powder. You want to start at 5 and you don't want to exceed 5, so got to be very precise on this. So 5 grains of powder, and that's for a 230 grain bullet, lead bullet. So I need to back off that just a little bit, so I'm going to start over and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it set now. I'm getting 5 grains. I'm just putting a few more in there. This is what's time consuming because you don't want too large of a charge and you don't want too heavy of a charge. You could have serious problems. Okay, that was 5 grains. This is the part you have to be very careful with. A lot of people want to rush, but you've got to be careful. You want to have the right amount of powder and not have a serious accident when your firearm goes off. Like I said, this is flake powder, and it will get everywhere. It's not like the stick powder I used for the 303. So I'll continue to get these all charged up, and then we'll get to the bullet seating. I'm down to the last 2. And we'll be seating and crimping the bullets here in just a minute. This is the last one. 5 grains. So all these now are at 5 grains each, and we're ready to start to seat bullets. Putting everything out of the way. So here's the brass, loaded with powder. These are the bullets. There's the press. We'll rotate it to the bullet seating. Brass. Set the bullet on it. And there is a loaded 45 caliber bullet. I'm going to check the dimension. Not supposed to be any more than 1.275, and there it is. Slides in and out, so it's under 1.275. Through the next one. Set the bullet on top. And see, with that flared out, I don't have to hold the bullet. And there's a guide on this die that keeps the bullet in place. Bullet's in place. Got a slight crimp. We'll go to the next one. Do the next one, and so forth and so forth. I'll check this one. And as you can see, that it's under the required dimensions. This is number 5. The bullet on it. And there it is. Now I'll go through the rest of these, get them loaded up, and be right back. Okay, I'm down to the last 4. I don't have 50 rounds of 45s loaded up. I've checked them every 10, make sure they're still right dimensions. And this is the last one. Checking to make sure there's powder. Putting the bullet on the top, seating it down, taking the calibers, bingo. Right here, 50 rounds at 45 ACP. 225 grain round nose bullets, resized, trimmed, decapped, chamfered, and 5 grains of powder, unique powder, Winchester primers, and the bullet. 50 rounds ready to shoot. And that's it for loading pistol ammo. A whole lot quicker if I had auto indexing, and I could actually use a powder measure here that uses the discs instead of the other powder dispenser I have. Takes a little bit more time using that powder dispenser. But when this is what you got to work with, you make it work. And that's it for reloading 45 ACP. Thanks for watching.
you.